Transforming your life through hypnotherapy has never been easier. With the help of your host, Julie from coachinghypnosis.net, and these power-packed minisodes, you're sure to find yourself engaging in more positive behaviors around both your physical and mental health. Here's your host, Julie.
G'day, it's Julie from coachinghypnosis.net, and you deserve to know how hypnotherapy can elevate your tennis game, because people are exhausted from the roller coaster of the Australian Open and think they can play better than all those tennis players combined. And I'm not a therapist or psychotherapist, but this is my 9th year as a clinical hypnotherapist in strategic psychotherapy. I currently help my clients online. They change their life without changing out of their pajamas. And I'm confident someone like you remembers first learning how to serve, splice, backhand and volley, and you deserve to love the game of tennis and live up your life to its full human potential. But honestly, how I feel about tennis is about the same as overcooked Brussels sprouts. But I do know how to play and a thing or two about hypnosis. But you deserve to know all the tricks on how to improve your tennis mojo. And Tim Galloway explains it best in his book, The Inner Game of Tennis. There is a scene where the coach is describing to a class of players. He just wants them to run to the net and focus on their feet being quick. And magic starts to happen. The entire class is gliding eloquently to the net. In a secret, silent rhythm, they're almost walking on air with a twinkle in their toes. They're in a zone of grace, in a manner of harmonious movement. And the coach then says something like, "Notice how none of you have hit the ball into the net." And what do they all start to do? They all start hitting the ball into the net, and their rhythm is broken. And as you know, tennis is a sport that requires a combination of physical and mental skills, from quick reflexes and powerful shots to strategic thinking and mental toughness. It takes a lot to excel in this fast-paced, demanding game. But that's where hypnotherapy comes in. Still, in this day and age, people don't understand why Pete Sampras or John McEnroe can't win on clay, or why Ivan Lendl can't win on grass, or why Roger Federer made 23 consecutive semi-final appearances and 36 consecutive quarter-final appearances on all three surfaces, acrylic, clay and grass. But tennis can be a highly stressful sport, from the pressure of playing in front of a large crowd to the anxiety of facing a tough opponent. There are many things that can get in the way of a player's performance, and while stress is a normal part of life, too much of it can have a negative impact on one's mental and physical well-being. And that's where hypnotherapy comes in. By using relaxation techniques and guided visualizations, hypnotherapy can help tennis players reduce their stress levels, allowing them to perform at their best when it matters most. By teaching players how to stay calm under pressure and manage their emotions, hypnotherapy can help them play more confidently and effective on the court. Tennis players are great at being in the zone, being very present and living in the moment, which means it's easy for their zone to spin out of control. Being present and not past or future-oriented comes with a few unique hiccups. It can make tennis players susceptible to an increased experience of anger, procrastination, and anxiety. Anger, anxiety, and procrastination all share a quality known as self-referencing. Self-referencing refers to the act of referring to one's own experiences, thoughts, and feelings or expressions within a form of communication, including self-talk. In other words, it is a reference of their own experience, opinions, or beliefs. For example, a player might ask themselves, "Did I hit the ball out?" And when they are unsure if the shot was in or out, they use their own judgment to make the call. But the truth is, they'd never hit the ball out. The ball just went out. They tried to hit the ball in. Self-reference is fine, but it can spiral out of control. So I must have hit the ball too late. My stance was too close. I have too much swing in my elbow. The best way to pull yourself out of self-reference is to think about the game from any other perspective but your own. Like, how did the coach see the game? What was the young child thinking while watching you play tennis? They might have felt your your opponent was sneaky to serve the ball that fast. Or maybe to someone it looked like the strings were loose on your tennis racket. In fact, your biggest fan probably thought you did everything perfect. It was the seagull's fault, the helicopter that flew overhead. It was the fat man with a red face that gave your opponent the advantage. Being present also leaves tennis players open to an emotional frame, just like wearing your heart on your sleeve 100% of the time. An emotional frame refers to the mental side, mood or feelings that an individual brings to a particular situation or experience. It can be thought of as a lens through which one perceives and interprets events and influence the way in which we respond to them. Your levels of motivation can change instantly if you see the world through rose-tinted glasses, or if you think the umpire's out to get you. The best technique is to let it pass through you. There are energetic models of hypnosis that great hypnotists refuse to practice because it implies that some energy shouldn't be there. Focus on what you can control, and you can remind yourself what you love about the game of tennis, that feeling of tennis that makes you smile. And as the saying goes, you can't fight fire with fire because water is much better. And by learning different techniques on how quickly you can ditch your emotional frame and self-referencing, you can eliminate anger, anxiety, and procrastination in the middle of your tennis game. And that's pretty friggin' awesome. Here is a script to help you sow the seeds of your potential by Carolyn McDonald. Focus on your breath and the beating of your own heart, allowing these rhythms to establish. And let's take your awareness even deeper inside into the space of your personal seed, the seed of yourself, the true nature, your authentic expression. Explore really where the seed can be found and accessed within you. It is your solar plexus, heart center, a higher level of consciousness, or somewhere else. Feel the connection to this area now as you begin to create a bridge to the seed of great potential within you. As we tend to this inner landscape, focusing on breath, start to breathe in a light energy to this area, holding the space of light energy inside to illuminate the seed of potential you are cultivating inside and help it germinate within you. And then gently releasing the breath. Focus on your breath and now breathe in stability into this area and hold this space inside so that the seed may take root within you. Enjoy the sustaining feeling of breath before you gently exhaling and allowing a strong sense of support to remain within you. Focusing on your breath, let's breathe in flexibility to your seed area, holding this space inside for a moment so that the seed and roots remain flexible with change, and then gently releasing the breath and allow yourself to breathe in any other resources that come to you here for the continued growth of seed and holding this space inside, and then gently exhaling this breath while the qualities remain within you. Focusing on the breath, let's breathe to create a space for care and nurturing this feeling within your seed area and gently letting go of this so that the seed will manifest in the right place in any area of your life and consciousness that you need or want. Take as much time as you need to allow the qualities and energies that we have brought forth to resonate within you as you continue to breathe in light energy, stability, flexibility, resources, care, and nurturing so that you may bring them into your day. And with you to start, breathe some clarifying and grounding breaths now from the bottom of your feet up through the center of your body and out the top of your head, and then down the top of your head through the center of your body and out the bottom of your feet as we prepare to transition out of this experience centered, energized. And you may want to reconnect with your body by moving your hands and feet and neck slowly, and shade your eyes with your hands before opening them slowly, allowing yourself some time to adjust. So what if you thought about tennis and hypnosis differently? And what if you didn't? The choice is yours.